Where are my ghouls, goblins, and ghosts at? Here's a jump scare for you. We are in the final week of the high school football regular season. Just one final game to play before playoffs creep in. And now, most of our area teams have wrapped up region play, and we will set out on a region thriller, though, tomorrow night in our 48 Blitz Game of the Week. We'll look at our Play of the Week, Player of the Week, plus a look at the bad to the bone playoff matchup shaping up for next week. So sit back, grab your favorite candy of choice, and join me as we head into a haunting Week 10. It all begins right here on the 48 Blitz Preview Show.
This is the 48 Blitz Preview Show, sponsored by Landers McClarty Chevrolet, Annette Hales Indoor Comfort Systems, and Circle K Inner Circle Rewards.
Hello everyone, and happy Halloween on this spooktacular Thursday. Thank you for joining me here on the 48 Blitz Preview Show. I'm your host, Cam Derr. So guys, fun fact about me, Halloween, it's my favorite holiday of the year. I look forward to it each and every year. I love the candy, I love the costumes, all things Halloween, but you can miss me with the haunted houses. Do not do jump scares. But go on and share your Halloween costumes with me down in the comments. What are you guys dressing up for this year? Just go on and drop your favorite Halloween candy as well. My personal favorite, and this is a hot take, it's an Almond Joy. I'll take anybody's out of their baskets. I know that it's not a favorite, but it is my favorite. Okay, back on track now. So Week 10, it is brewing up here in the Valley, and though for most teams region play has come to a close, in Class 4A Region 7, this is not the time to play tricks. In our 48 Blitz Game of the Week, you're in for a treat. An offensive-defensive battle in Tuscumbia. The West Morgan Rebels fly in on the Witch's Broom to Deschler.
Game of the Week is sponsored by Kennedy & Sons Structural Solutions.
So this week, West Morgan will face off against Deschler in what will be an offensive versus defensive battle. Now, the Rebels have already locked in the region title for the second straight season, but three other teams are trying to creep their way in to one of the top 4 spots left in the region. And the Deschler Tigers, they are one of them. West Morgan comes in perfect on the season. They average nearly 50 points per contest, but they'll be haunted by the Tigers defense, who have allowed an average of 20 points per game. Now, there's some pretty spooky scenarios that could go down tomorrow night. Currently, the Tigers are the 4 seed in the playoffs, but if Brooks, Central Florence, and Hatton all win this week, that's going to be your top 4 along with West Morgan. Deschler's playoff hopes will go in the grave, but a win for the Tigers, and they're right back to life. So join me for pregame coverage tomorrow beginning in our 4 p.m. newscast. A full recap will come your way in our 48 Blitz Game of the Week, our 48 Blitz show, as well as our 48 Blitz OT shows. Well, the West Morgan Rebels monster mashed their way through the season, earning themselves a top spot in the region, but there's also a handful of other teams in the Valley who have put a nail in the coffin and head into the postseason as the number 1 seed. And 1A Region 7, the Hackleburg Panthers head into playoffs as the top seed, and they will host Pickens County in the first round. We head into Class 2A Region 7. The Pisgah Eagles have had a killer season. Coach Pruitt and his Eagles remain undefeated, earning them the number 1 seed. They'll face off against Aliceville to kick things off. Heads are going to roll in Class 3A. 2 of our area teams from their respective regions have claimed the top spot. The Mars Hill Panthers continue down the path of destruction with a perfect 9-0 record, and they're set to take on Midfield in round 1. And in Region 8, the Fife Red Devils continue to haunt teams across the state as they enter the playoffs as the 1 seed. Once again, they'll learn their fate following games this week. Well, we mentioned that the West Morgan Rebels have the top seed in their region in Region 7 once again, but over in Region 8, North Jackson heads into Week 10 as the top seed, and they will await their opponent following games this week as well. In Class 5A Region 7, Fairview earns themselves the top spot after a perfect finish in region play. The Aggies will look to bury Carver Birmingham in the first round of the playoffs. And in Region 8, Gunnersville flies high on the Witch's Broom as the top seed in the region, but they will have to wait to see who they're going to face in the opening round. Then in 6A, the Muscle Shoals Trojans had a few tricks up their sleeve this season, and it's treated them to another crown in Region 7. Their opponent is yet to be determined for the first round of playoffs. They will find out their fate after games this week. And in Region 8, Fort Payne howls as the top seed after a 6-0 finish in region play. The Wildcats will clash with Pell City in round 1. Then in our largest classification in the state of Alabama, those Austin Black Bears were the main character of a slasher film all season long. They are undefeated on the season and wear the region crown. The Black Bears hoping to give Enterprise a scare in the opening round of the playoffs. That is set for next Thursday and Friday nights.
This is the 48 Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by the End Zone, Spectacular Grub Sports and Brews.
So as I just mentioned, those Austin Black Bears have been a frightening sight on Friday nights, dominating game after game, and they're led by their fearless leader, their senior quarterback, J.L. Davis, who had a monster game last week, putting the nail in the coffin with a 52-21 victory over Grissom. Davis simply had 7 total touchdowns last week. He connected on 5 TDs through the air and 2 trips to the end zone using his legs. I mean, just scary stuff. And for that,
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, just hold it from there. And coach you.
well, we have reached week 10 of the high school football season, and the only thing to look forward to now are the thrills and chills of the playoffs. Our time is up, but thank you for joining me here on our Week 10 edition of the 48 Blitz preview show. I'm Cam Derr, and have a happy Halloween. I will see you guys next week when we're talking postseason play. I'll leave you here with every play of the week dating back to week 0, but don't forget to stay tuned. Another episode of Beyond the Lights Athens is coming up right after this. Good night.
Thank you for watching the 48 Blitz Preview Show, sponsored by Landers McClarty Chevrolet, Annette Hales Indoor Comfort Systems, and Circle K Inner Circle Rewards.